This is question 2 in exercise 13.4 in Project Maths 2. The pie chart on the right shows the means of transport used by all pupils in a school. We're asked three different things about this. We're asked first of all what angle size represents the bicycle as a means of transport. And if we look over and see the bicycle is the only section that doesn't have an angle written in to represent it. Then we have to complete the following table, and we're given a frequency distribution table with three of the boxes unfilled. And we're asked how many pupils are in the school in total. We'll take these one step at a time, and we're going to start with the first part here. What angle size represents the bicycle as a means of transport? So all of these four sectors, the angle inside each of them should add up to 360 degrees because that is what a full rotation is equal to. So if we call this unknown angle here B, we can say that B plus 144 plus 72 plus 80 is equal to 360, which means that B plus 296 is equal to 360, which means B is going to be equal to 360 minus 296, so B is equal to 64 degrees. So that's our first question done. Relatively straightforward. For the next one, we're asked to complete the following table. So in this case, we're going to have to work back from the proportions that we have to the actual numbers involved. And we'll start by looking at the section for the buses. So over here what we have is we can see that 240 pupils is being represented by 80 degrees. So what we need to find out is how many people are represented by 1 degree. So if we divide both sides by 80, we get down to 3 pupils are represented by 1 degree. And the reason we've done that is because all the other sections were only given the degrees in these. So now what we can do is we can say for the walking section, it's a 144 degree section, and we know that each of those 144 degrees is represents 3 pupils, so it's 144 times 3, and we multiply 144 times 3, we get 432. So we can fill that in. 432 students walked to school. Now let's look for the number that got the train. And the train section is represented by 72 degrees. We know that each of those degrees represents 3 pupils, so 72 times 3. And that is going to be equal to 216. So we can fill that in. 216, like that. And then the last one, the number of students that go in by bike. Well, that is a 64 degree angle of rotation. And same thing as before, we're going to multiply that by 3. And we're going to get 192. So we can fill that in, 192. So that is how we would fill out the frequency distribution table based on the pie chart that we have so far. And now for the last bit of this. In the last bit we're asked how many pupils are in the school. There's two ways we can go about doing this. We could literally just add up all those numbers. So 240 multiplied by, or sorry, not multiplied, plus 432 plus 216 plus 192, and we add that up, we get 1080. And that's just fine. Absolutely perfectly legitimate way to go about getting this. But if we wanted, there is a slightly different way we could do this. We know that a single degree of rotation, 1 degree, is equal to 3 pupils. We figure that out in part 2. And since a full rotation is 360 degrees, that means if we multiply 360 by 3, we'll get the amount of pupils that are in the school. Well, 360 times 3 is 1080, which is exactly what we got above, just a slightly different way that we could have gone about getting our answer if we wanted to. And that is that.